Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, this is Vanilla Mint Chapstick. Gotta keep your lips moisturized. I'm gonna just jump right in. Well, first I'm gonna say the bottom line of the Crazy Troll Nation is knowing it's okay to be yourself, wearing whatever you want to wear and rocking it, loving yourself for who you are and for how you look even without face paint on. I do curse in videos sometimes, I curse sometimes, period. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. So that's all we're going to do for the intro. If things are looking different, this is my new phone. Today is May 17th. I got the phone yesterday, May 16th. And so I have a video I had to do for later, and I'm depressed, y'all. I really am. And so I just want to let you know what's going on. And then I thought, instead of just sitting here in my natural, awesome trollness, I'll do the base face and then do the look afterwards in another video. So what's going on with Instagram? Instagram is like really trying to officially break up with me. When you get a new phone, you do have to just go in and like log into everything because the logins are not saved in your new phone. And so last night I spent a few hours, and most things were easy. And I have a password book that I've had probably about at least over 25 years. And so every time, I have a password, or if I change a password, I update it in the book. So it's, whatever the company is, the website, whatever email address I used, and also the password. And if for some reason I change the password, I put that in there too. So I know what all my passwords are. I just look in the book. And Instagram is not accepting it. So last night, I was messing around with the phone, logging into stuff, because once you log in, it'll save it. And so things were just really simple because I got my password book, or some I just remembered off the top of my head. But Instagram, if you've been here with me, I'll say at least 6 months or so, and if you also follow me on Instagram, if you think back, there's always been something every few months with me on Instagram. And the weird thing is even when I was hacked, I was able to finally get in. The first time I was hacked, I was able to get back in, and I changed the password. I wrote down that password and the date of when I changed that password. So I got in and things were fine. And then it was this thing where every 2 months, 3 months, like clockwork, I was being restricted. And I would do posts about that. Like, here I am again. And it doesn't seem that long ago, but maybe 6 or 7 months ago, don't quote me, I'm not sure, but I posted on Instagram that I was going to wean myself off of Instagram because I just got tired of keep going through those same circles. Like every few months, it was something with my channel. And the thing with Instagram is there's not a person. There's not like, click here for the chat bot and then, hold for a person, or somebody will email you or chat with you. There's not a person. And so that's what the issue is. And so it was not allowing me to log in. And I know what the password is. And so everything it said to do, I did. And so yesterday, it was over 90 minutes because I was going around in circles. Everything it said to do, I did. And even where it said do a video selfie, and you click OK. And what it says, if you do go to the help page, which is just articles saying what to do, none of this stuff worked for me. But it says, it'll tell you put on your camera or your video, look straight, look to the left, look to the right. And that's how they can tell, or the bot can tell, it's in real time. And it's not just a static picture. And it looks at that picture against pictures that are on your profile page. And so it knows it's you, right? Well, when I would click video selfie, it would pull up a picture from my profile page, and then it would tell me again, enter your password. Well, it wasn't accepting my password. It kept saying it wasn't my password. And then sometimes it would say enter a password you've used in the past 12 months. It's the same friggin' password. At this point, I have been hacked twice, and each time I would change the password and record what it is. And so I know what the password is, and I also put the dates for anything when I do change the password, but it wasn't taking it. And I was just like, this is just crazy. So after like over 90 minutes, I said, I'm gonna just stop messing with this. And, for that time, because it was just very frustrating. And then I thought, let me just wait because then at some point it has said my password was compromised, and I think it says my password was compromised because it kept telling me put in the password, and then it kept saying it wasn't the password. I know it is the password. And here's the thing that's always been weird. I've never been able at all since however many years ago it was when I got on Instagram for the very first time. I've never been able to log into Instagram from my desktop or my laptop. This is my regular powder. And so I did still try it though, but of course, as usual, it still didn't let me in that way. And so I know some people do Instagram from their laptop. If I have someone's Instagram link, it'll open it on my laptop, but then where it says login, when I put in my login, it never would accept it. So it's just, I don't know what it is with me and Instagram, but it's just very frustrating. And so I sat it down and I told myself today I'll put in like an hour, hopefully less if it'll let me in. And so I went back at it again today, and this is what's really friggin' strange. It let me into my leather Instagram profile page, which I haven't posted in over 2 years. And going through that is how I recovered my makeup Instagram last time I was hacked. So it's showing me the profile is there. It's showing me that we know this is you, but it's not letting me log in. And from the drop down menu, if you have more than one Instagram account, there's a drop down menu, and you click it and it'll show you your other account, and you can just click on that. It doesn't even show up as an added account, but when I go into the settings, it does show that it's there, and it shows that my leather Instagram is connected to my makeup Instagram. And so it's there, and you're showing me it's there, and you're showing me it's connected, but you're not letting me in. And so then I started feeling sad, like, okay, me and Instagram is really over. I told myself I'm gonna wait a few days, at least like 2 days, and I'm gonna try again, because if it is just that, you know, my password is compromised, but then if it's not gonna take it, it's not gonna take it. But I'm saying just give it another couple of days. Don't touch it, don't do anything with it, and, you know, try again in a couple of days and see what's what. But I started feeling depressed because there's a few people we communicate at least every 2 or 3 days on Deep Level 10 on Instagram. And so what's making me feel depressed is, for the majority of those that I communicate with on a regular basis like that, that's the only way I have to contact them. And if they want a giveaway or if they've sent me something, I do have their address, and so I could just, you know, send a note and be like, hey, but that's still not the same. One time before, when I kept being restricted every couple months like clockwork, a couple people I did, you know, DM and say, well, here's my number, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, because Instagram just keeps not wanting me to post stuff. And so there are a few people I do, you know, we did exchange numbers, but then as newer people came along, you know, we didn't get to that point yet of exchanging numbers. And so I'm just thinking, like, why does that look hella patchy, like right there? And so that's what's making me feel depressed, is just like the loss of connections. Because when you get used to chatting with people, you know, you get used to chatting with people. And then there's other people where I would just check on, like every, you know, month or so. I'm like, hey, just checking on you, how you doing, like that type of thing. And now I won't even be able to do that. And so I don't know what that is. And I don't want to keep putting, it is just not going in that spot. Like, it's a spot here and a spot here. My skin is still going through things, I can say that. But that's just freaking weird. That is just weird. So thankfully, even though this is Deep Level 10, it's not that dark as you see, so I can just keep trying to put more on and make it like it ain't patchy. And so that's the thing. And then I'm thinking about, okay, the brands that, you know, I work with, how am I going to be in touch with them? You know what I'm saying? And it seems like most really small indie brands, small meaning there's only like 3 people most, that do, you know, the legwork for the company, they're on Instagram. They don't really watch YouTube. And I get it, because you're working your regular job, you're raising your kids, your partner is working, you know, their regular full-time job. Who got time to be watching all these videos to people they send out PR to, or, you know, that they're communicating with? So then I'm thinking, okay, what's going to happen with that? Because I won't be able to post pictures saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? or post reels or whatever. So I started thinking about that. And then I was like, and also the Creative Art with Heart collab. I'm just like, what's going to happen with that? You know what I mean? So I'm just in my head right now, and I am depressed, and I did overeat today, but it was a salad. It was huge. I'm still making that cucumber, onion, tomato salad. I put albacore in it, carrots, Gouda cheese, dried cranberries. I think that's everything I put in it, because I ran out of sunflower seeds like a week ago. And so I did overeat, and I'm feeling like a pig, but it was a healthy meal. Like, it was the salad with the cheese in it and albacore. But, so, that's my tablet you just heard, and I need to figure out how to turn that darn thing off. I hate the notification sounds that come built into it. So what I did was, I said, meanwhile, while I'm waiting a few days to get back on and try to get back into Instagram, I went to my leather Instagram account and I DM'd the brands that I am working with, saying, hey, you know, I can't get into my Instagram account. This one is not makeup, but this is a way that we can DM, or if you prefer email, and I put my email address. And one company did get back to me already, because I don't want to lose those connections either. But it's just like, what the hell, you know? And the Creative Art with Heart, I said I could follow Leah over there and still see what the prompts are. Leah, her name is Leah, not Leah. My cousin that does cheerleading, her name is Leah. And it's spelled L-E-A-H, where Leah, yeah, Leah, L-E-A, Leah Evangelista. So I was pronouncing her name wrong that entire time until a couple weeks ago. So I was thinking I could follow her from my leather Instagram. I'm going to pick one of the two newer house blushes at random, and it is French Rosette. But then I thought I would have to stay up on it, because I seldom go on that Instagram account, and it's been years, as I said, since I even posted. And so I thought, okay, if I do that, I'm going to have to not maintain it, but at least check it, her account on there, to see when the new prompt is, to see what the prompt is, and then, you know, send her the pictures when I do the look, which I did in the beginning, but then I stopped, and I would just send, you know, post it and just make sure I tag her. I tagged her anyway, but in the beginning I was just so excited. I'm like, I want her to see this like right now before I post it. But then I thought, I've been having problems with Instagram off and on for years. And so part of me is like, okay, if I do all that, then I'm still going to be dependent on it. And then how long before something else happens? So for me, it's not it's not a if something's going to happen with Instagram. It's a when. When is it going to happen again? And so I'm just like, do I really just need to let it go? You know what I'm saying? And part of me feels like if I'm not able to get in after a couple days, just deactivate. That is way too much blush. Just deactivate the entire account. And reason being is I won't have access to it. I will have no idea. Picking a House Labs highlighter at random. I had a feeling it was going to be Golden Pirate. And so if people do message me, or, you know, to check in on me or whatever, I won't even know. And I don't want people to feel like, oh, she's ignoring me, or oh, she didn't get the message, or whatever. And so part of me is just like, if I can't get back in, just deactivate it. Just completely deactivate it. And some of you may be saying, well, just start over. The second time I was hacked, I was debating whether or not to start over. Because my follower count was maybe about 900. And I wasn't going to start over. And I was talking to a friend, and they said, well, I support whatever decision you make. And then I kept messing around, and I was able to get in it through my leather Instagram account. And because people knew I was having issues with Instagram, they were putting me in their stories, they were doing posts and like, hey, go follow her, she's starting over. And so that boosted me up like really quick. And this was years ago. And and then participating in collabs and stuff like that. You know, so I think I'm a little over what was, 1,100, I think, or close to 1,100. But I'm just like, I just don't know. This is Radiant Light. I just don't know, because for me, it's like, why have it there if I can't even get to it? You know what I mean? And stuff they say lives forever on the internet anyway. But it's just like, yeah, so I'm just in my head right now, because if I can't ever access it, why even keep it there on the internet? But we'll see after a couple of days if I am able to get back in. And thankfully, the brands I do work with, they also do email, and some stuff do that has come to me through the Shop My site, that they contact you through the Shop My, so that's not going to change. But as far as, you know, posting content and tagging the brand to make sure that they see it, like, that's not going to happen. And so one of the brand owners, I told her, if she wants me to, when I do content, I can just send it to her. Like, send her, you know, my YouTube video link, or send her, this is Eternal Light, or send her the pictures. Like what I would post on Instagram, just like send it to her. And she said that would be great. But she did also say she was going to make a note to follow my YouTube channel. But I know it can be a lot. As I said, I'm retired, and I have a hard time keeping up on YouTube videos. And so I can only imagine, you know, you're running a brand, trying to stay up on videos, Scandinavia, the bridal formula. So that's where I am with that. And I did do a community post. I know some people see them, some people don't. And so I said, let me just do this video, and it will just air whenever I'm done with it. I'm not even going to edit. Well, I'm going to clip out a couple seconds in the beginning and a couple seconds at the end. And then I'll just schedule it. And when it goes live, it goes live. So that way you know what's going on. I do have my email address in the description box of all of my videos, and so you can get to me that way. I do have a Twitter, which is Dion Loves Makeup. It is hard to grow on Twitter, and I know what the problem is. I don't want to say I'm not personable. The larger channels I see, they post stuff almost every day, and it's like, oh, I'm taking my dog out for a walk, or oh, you know, I went out to lunch at this place today, or, you know, this is my thoughts on, you know, politics. I don't do that. I'm just here for the makeup. I just post for the makeup. And so people who want more of me than just, this is the look I did and this is what I used for Twitter, or here's the video link I did today, you know, click over to see the video. If they're wanting more from me, I can understand why they don't gravitate to me. And I do get some views and stuff over there, but for the most part, it's like extremely low. I mean, like some of my posts on Twitter have like four impressions. But when I look at other people, because they're posting, and it's not a comparison, but I'm just saying I understand that I'm not growing because I'm not personal with my day-to-day life. And even here on YouTube, to some extent, it can be like that too. People who are more into their day-to-day life. I can't think right now of how else to say it, and not just, this is just the makeup, period. You know what I mean? And so I do understand that about Twitter, but that's another way you can find me if you just want to chat. I need to take my Instagram out of my description box if I'm not able to get in it. Years ago, I took it off of my LinkedIn tree because I was always having problems with it, and I didn't want people to click it to go, and like I can't even get there, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's where I am with Instagram, and so I do really feel like it just needs to be completely over for me, because even like I said months ago, I was debating on, well, I was weaning myself off of it, but then I realized I missed it. And at that time, it was an option, you know, because I was able to get into it. I was just fed up with all of the shenanigans on their part. And there really does need to be a person that you can talk to or click, you know, for somebody to at least DM you so you can chat and they can help you figure it out. But then how can they DM you if you can't even get in? You know what I'm saying? So, but there needs to be something where a chat bot can like walk you through stuff, and then in the end, okay, please hold, we'll get a person here, something. Because the help center stuff does not help. The stuff they've been telling me to do, none of it has helped. And at this point, as I've said, it's been probably a total of like 3 hours between yesterday and today. And so I'm going to wait a few days and see if it'll let me in. And if not, then I just will not be there on that account. I think I will maintain the other one And by maintain, I mean just leave it there, because I haven't posted in over 2 years. And even contacting the few brands I'm working with, it was just to follow and to send a message to let them know this is what's going on. And so if you do follow me over there, I just want you to know, if you do contact me, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't get, I'm not getting the messages because I can't get into that account. If you realize after a couple weeks, oh my gosh, like if you don't see this today or in the next couple days, and a few weeks go by and you're like, I haven't seen her on Instagram that much and whatever, this is why. And so if I am able to get in over the next few days, I will post something. But if you don't see it, today is the 16th, 17th, 16th, I don't know, one of those. I don't know what day of the week it is either. I'm just really out of my head. But if you don't see anything by Monday, I'll say, then I just will not be there. And then I need to decide whether to just deactivate that account and delete it, or just let it sit. So, but that's where we are. Thank you for being here with me to just get all of this out. And it does feel nice having done my face. And the video from where I'm sitting, it looks okay, the quality. Look at my under eye bags. I'm tired. I've been messing with this stuff. This Instagram stuff. But thank you for being here to hear the story. Because I didn't want to keep doing more and more YouTube posts. And, you know, some people may have questions or, you know, things. And I've tried all the things. I know what the password is. I don't have my old phone. I wait till my phone is about to die before I take it in and get a new one. And so they always keep the old one as a trade-in, and plus, you know, discounts and, you know, all that other stuff. So that's not an option going through that route. And I do know what the password is. And so, yeah, so it may be time for me and Instagram to officially break up makeup-wise. So that's what's been going on. Thank you for listening. And you will see me here. You will definitely see me here. And so thank you again for being here. I appreciate it. Thumbs up the video just for moral support. If you're watching this and it's your first time here, subscribe. You know, help my day improve. If you've been here before and you do like my content, go ahead and join. There's a link down below for that, and a lot of other links. And so I appreciate you. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.